There is a mobile game out there called 8th Era, and in this game, you can compete in tournaments. And if you place in the top 10 in these tournaments, you can win collectibles in real life. So, I'm going to talk about this game and how much money you could potentially make by winning these collectibles and selling them online. So, let's get into it. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. So this game, 8th Era, I've been playing it since it came out. And the reason that I downloaded the game and started playing it was because I wanted to get one of these. Now this is a collector box here, but what's inside is pretty sweet. So this is the 2024 Silver Eagle with the star Privy on it. It's a MS-70, one of the first 50,000 issued. Now you can actually see the star just to the right of the W, below the In God We Trust. And this is the first American Silver Eagle that is struck to be a bullion coin to have a Privy mark on it. So that's pretty sweet. Now when the game first came out, you had to get to a certain rank, and then you unlocked the ability to buy one of these coins. Now they're actually going for around $400, maybe $300 to $400 online, but they were selling them for only $80 per coin. So I thought this was a great opportunity to get a sweet collectible for a low price. I mean, if you wanted one of these, you really are going to have to pay up the nose nowadays to get one. But for a while, you were able to get them super cheap. So I jumped on that bandwagon and picked one of them up. So I think that's very cool. They might actually do stuff like this again in the future. They have plans to partner with the US Mint for 2 more Privy marked coins. Now, obviously that could change in the future, but as of right now, there's going to be 2 more coins coming out. I believe one is going to have an Eagle Privy mark, and I'm not sure what the other coin is going to have, but these are real coins, and they're made by the United States of America, and people do like them, they collect them, so I think if you're going for something like this, that would be a good reason to download the game and start playing it, at least whenever they release the next Privy marked coin, and then they announce how to get it. Maybe at that point you download the game and start playing it. But let's talk about the coins. They're not actually coins, but the rounds or medals that you can win in the game. So I have 3 of them here. I've won 3 different in-game tournaments. I should say I didn't win the tournaments. You just got to get top 10 in order to win one of these. Let's take a look here. So this one, it says 8th Era Medal, Umbranu, colorized, gem uncirculated, Season 1, 1 of 250 struck. So I won this in, I think, the first tournament that the game ever had, and they sent it to me. I mean, they sent me an email that said, you know, congratulations, you won, fill out all your info, and we'll ship you the coin. And, well, they shipped me the medal. Now, people are going to argue about what these actually are. Are they a medal? Are they a round? Are they a token? Are they a coin? They're kind of a fantasy coin because they're sort of a fantasy denomination on here. You can see right here, it's like 1000B. I don't know what that stands for. I don't really remember anything in the game that indicates what this is, but I guess it's sort of a fantasy currency. And they're kind of cool. I mean, these are not actually made out of silver. There's 3 different versions of each one of these. The easiest to win is the colorized, which is what you could see I've won. There's also a silver plated and a gold plated, but those, you know, they're not solid precious metals. They're not really worth anything other than to a collector. There's not really a lot of intrinsic value, you know, in these collectibles here, but they are cool. And so if you want to win them in the game, I will say it's getting much more difficult. Basically, every single month, they'll offer a different character that you could win in tournaments. Essentially, there are 3 tournaments every single month. The first 2 last a week, and then there's a tournament that lasts 2 weeks. And based on how high you are ranked in the game, you'll compete against other people with similar rankings. And if you are able to get the top 10, then they'll send you one of these. If you're really high ranked in the game and you win one of the 2-week tournaments, that's how you get the gold ones. And then if you get first in, I think, the 1-week tournaments and you're really high ranked, you could get the silver plated ones. I don't exactly remember how on their website they tell you how you can get the different versions, but most people are just going to have these ones here. So the first month you could get this character, then it was this one, and then there was this one here. I think it's Scoria. Yeah, that's what this one's called. But and then for the fourth month, there was some type of a monkey character, which I wasn't able to win because the game, honestly, the higher ranked you get, just the harder it is to win these coins because lots more people are playing. They obviously know how to play the game, and they're spending money in the game to be able to actually win the tournaments. So if you get high ranked, you know, it's pretty difficult to actually be successful in getting these. But I know there are people out there who have multiple accounts. They've started multiple accounts, and with their newer accounts, they found it easier to actually keep winning the tournaments. So there's actually a whole Discord out there where they talk about strategies and things like that. I mean, this is getting kind of intense, but you know, there's a lot of money to be had if you are able to win these collectibles. So this first one here, I actually just recently sold it online for over $200. So, and again, this was free. All I had to do was just win the tournament to get this in the game. So I'm probably going to list the other ones for sale. I don't know how much they're going to go for, maybe $100 or $150. Just depends on kind of the demand at the time that they're sold. But you actually can make money off this game by winning these collectibles if you're willing to part with them and actually sell them on eBay or wherever else, because there are people who are going to start playing this game in the future and want to collect all the different characters, so they're going to have to buy them from people who have previously won them, right? And if they're trying to win a tournament, they fail, then they're just going to have to buy it from someone else. And there's not that many. I mean, you know, only 250 of these struck, so they are fairly rare. I will say, though, for me, I had to spend a lot of hours playing the game to win these different collectibles. So if you looked at it as like a job, you know, okay, how much money do I make for how many hours invested? I don't know that it's necessarily worth it. You should probably just get a job and do that instead. But if you enjoy the game, you want to play it for fun, and you make a little bit of money on the side, I think that's fine. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of games out there you could play where you don't get anything in real life. You don't get, you know, collectibles. You don't get the opportunity to sell something for actual fiat currency. I think if you're one of those people who has a lot of time to kill, maybe you do a lot of traveling for work, or maybe you're retired and you're just looking for a hobby or something, then there's nothing wrong with spending time in the game. I think if you start spending money in the game, though, to try and win these, that's when it can become a problem, because you could, you know, spend $50 or $100 or $200 and maybe not even win the tournament. And then you're just losing money at that point. So I think if you're playing the game for fun, then it's totally fine. And if you're able to win these on the side, that's great. So I'm probably just going to play the game a little bit every now and again. And when they do come out with the new Silver Eagles with the privies on them, and I'm sure they're going to release them probably a similar way in the game where you have to achieve something and then you can actually buy them, I'm going to do that. And, you know, for $80, but you could sell it for $400 online, I think it's just a no-brainer to try and go for something like that. But the in-game collectibles, I'm probably not going to be going for those anymore. So best of luck to everyone out there who wants to play 8th Era. I hope you're able to be successful. I hope you're able to have fun with the game and maybe make some money on it. But if it's not for you, I totally get that. What do you think about the game 8th Era? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons, out.